So let's start with next section 81. Right now, section 81 talks about section 81 talks about any activity, any activity which violates any activity which violates patent, trademark or copyright, patent, trademark or any other such thing or any other such thing on media. What?
Voice got cut in the middle. Can you repeat again?
Yeah. Section 81 talks about any activity which violates patent, trademark, copyright, or any such mention thing on media. On media. Then, then such organization or person, such organization or person will be punishable, will be punishable under section 81, will be punishable under section 81, like like any advertisement made, like any advertisement made, like any advertisement made on Google or MySpace, like any advertisement made on Google or MySpace with inappropriate content, with inappropriate content. Then punishment, then punishment. Even applicable, though punishment is even applicable, though the person remove the content, person remove the content. The amount exact is not mentioned. Okay. Write down section 81A, write in caps. Section 81A talks about applicant who has suffered any issues, applicant who has suffered any issues under electronic check, under electronic check or truncated check, under electronic check or truncated check. It means any modification or changing done, any modification done or changing done on these checks, on these checks by anyone, by anyone then they are punishable under RBI rules. They are punishable under RBI rules. They are punishable under RBI rules and also under Negotiable Instrument Act and also under Negotiable Instrument Act. The same is mentioned. The same is mentioned. Under Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, the same is mentioned in Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. Okay, so anyone do any kind of misleading activity on the electronic chip, maybe the clearing house of even the government or any in between, okay, who do such mischievous activities, they are punishable. This section 81A only talks about checks, okay, electronic checks, and if anyone do some activity regards to truncated means you convert the normal check into the false check or fraudulent check or something. In the olden days, it is the check get perforated and all when it was in the physical form. But electronic can't perforate, but some activities are done. Then yes, you are punished. Understood, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. And section 82 talks about controller, controller, deputy controller, assistant controller, deputy controller, assistant controller. Or any person under cyber appellate tribunal are always taken as public servant, are always taken as public servant. And and all are responsible, all are responsible, and also should take care of and also should take care of protection of people at large, protection of people at large. Means what they want to say over here is, let it be you are the controller, deputy controller, assistant controller, or any person in the cyber appellate tribunal. Whatever the designation you have, you are the public servant, okay? And why you are being appointed? To benefit the people at large. This is also mentioned. This is also mentioned. This is also mentioned under Indian Penal Code. Under Indian Penal Code. So even Indian Penal Code also says that yes, that these people should take care of the people at large when they're doing any kind of activity regarding the e-commerce or electronic media and all those things. Right on section 83. Section 83 talks about power to give direction. Power to give direction. It means central government, central government can give directions to the state government. Central government can give directions to the state. Central government can give directions to the state government to carry out any work, to carry out any work in a state, in a state, carry out any work in a state where central government, where central government can give directions for that, where the central government can give the directions for that. What this section talks about is it is to be very much to be taken under consideration that central government is the top authority, and if some work is going on or something is lagging behind or whatever the things are there, central government has a right to tell state government to please do this way, please do that way, something like that. Right on section 84, section 84A. Okay, first we'll do only section 84, then we'll go for section 84. Right now, section 84 talks about section 84 talks about no suit or legal proceedings. No suit or legal proceedings can be made against, can be made against any central government, state government. No suit or proceedings can be made against any central government, state government, or controller, or controller if any act done by them, if any act done by them is in good faith, is in good faith. Please mute your mics. Who's there? Rishabh. It was just like a background music in between. Right on. So no suit or legal proceeding can be taken against central government, state government, or any such authority if the act is done in good faith or or under the mentioned rules, or under the mentioned rules. What is the meaning of this simple meaning? That whatever the act is done by central government, state government, okay, you think this is not good and all that. But if it is under rules and regulation and bylaws, you can't do anything. Simple as that. Right up. Section 84A. Section 84A talks about modes or methods of encryption. Modes or methods of encryption. Right on. It means central government may use in the most secure way, electronic mediums for promotion of e-governance and e-commerce, for the promotion of e-governance and e-commerce in prescribed modes, or methods, in prescribed modes or methods for encryption. What is the meaning of this? A simple meaning is central government may secure different use, and they will make sure that using the electronic way they can promote their business activities or their advertisement and all those things. Understood, everyone? Yes, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Right on. Section 84B. Section 84B talks about punishment for offense. Section 84B talks about punishment for offense. It means any person who help other person. It means or any person who helps other person. That is called as abates. That is called as ABETS, which is also called as abates. In any kind of offense, then such person is also punishable. Okay, so even the person who is helping in any kind of misleading activities and all that, yes, he is also punishable. So even you help the other person to do some bad practices or acts, then even that person is also become punishable. Right. Section 84C talks about punishment for attempt related to cybercrime. Punishment for attempt related to cybercrime. And if it is proved that at least attempt is made, and if it is proved that any attempt is made, then punishment will be applicable. At 50% level. Punishment will be applicable at 50% level. It can be 50% fine, It can be 50% fine or 50% imprisonment duration. 50% imprisonment duration. Right down. Section 85. Section 85. Offenses made by any company. Section 85. Offenses made by any company. Write down. When any person commit any fraud, commit any fraud, or do any act, commit any fraud, or do any act which is against, which is against Information Technology Act, which is against Information Technology Act, then he will be punishable, he will be punishable as as he will be presenting as he will be presenting himself as he will be presenting himself as a part of company or firm, as a part of company or firm. And it is proved that such activity is done on behalf of company. Such activity is done on behalf of company intentionally, in behalf of company intentionally. It means what? As all of you know, company is a artificial judicial person. Company can't do anything. Is a non-human being. So any director or any person or any those kind of people, okay, do any act, okay, and that act was done intentionally for any kind of mischievous activities. It can be regards to payment or all those things, signatures and all those things. And it is proved that yes, it is done intentionally, and it is the intention of the main board of directors or main people over there. Then yes, it can be subject to penalty. Right now, section 86 talks about next section. Section 86 talks about removal of difficulties. Section 86 talks about removal of difficulties. It means if any difficulty arises, it means any difficulty arises to implement Information Technology Act. Implement Information Technology Act. Then central government by notification in official gazette, central government by notification in official gazette can remove such clause or conditions, can remove such clause or conditions and such changes are not made before, and such changes are not made before 2 years, not made before 2 years. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this 2 years? This 2 years has a big meaning over here. Means what? Anyone can tell me? Yes. Anyone can try this. Yes, anyone? No one? Okay. 2 years means if the any already some rules and regulations are being changed 2 years before, again you can't change. You have to wait for 2 years. So something rules are changed. Okay. Might be the rules are changed somewhere 2011. So up to 2013 you can't change it. Okay. And why you want to change the rules? You want to change rules because as per that rule you can't implement information technology. And what is your aim? Your aim is to implement information technology. And what is happening? There are some hindrances to implement information technology. And so what you want to do or what you have done? You have done the simple thing that you want to remove those sections, rules and regulations. But already some amendments are done in last year or last month. You have to check that when you're making such changes, at least 2 years are over before the earlier change. Understood? Yes, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. Right on. Section 87 talks about power of central government, powers of central government to make rules. Powers of central government to make rules in electronic signature or authentication. In electronic signature or authentication at the time of payment, at the time of payment of money, at the time of payment of money, or or when electronic signature or when electronic signature is to be used, when electronic signature is to be used. If government feels, if government feels they wish to change the format, if government feels that they wish to change the format of signature, then they can even, then they can even. The format can be changed. The format can be changed. Along with procedure, the format can be changed. Along with procedure of signature, the format can be changed. Along with format and procedure, even regards to encryption, decryption, even regards to encryption and decryption.
with the slash entities.
Yeah, even he can change the rules or regulations regards to encryption and decryption.
So no, before that, if government feels there is a need to change the format of the signature, then
Then they can change the format of signature along with the rules and regulations for encryption and decryption.
okay, sir.
These all powers are with the appellate tribunal. These all powers are with appellate tribunal or controllers, appellate tribunal or controllers. Okay. I had done section 88. Only two sections are remaining now. Write down section 88. Constitution of Advisory Committee. Constitution of Advisory Committee. It means central government after implementation, central government after implementation of IT Act, implementation of IT Act can form a committee known as Saber Regulation Advisory Committee. Can form a committee known as Saber Regulation Advisory Committee, which has one chairperson, some official and non-official members, with specific knowledge, with specific knowledge. And even they can advise, central government, regards to some rules, fees, regards to some rules, fees. They have to put rules, fees. They have to put. It is very simple. They have to put means whatever the rules and regulations are made by the information under information technology. Who makes it? Central government under the people of experts. So this committee will tell central government or to committee of experts. Yes, change this rule, change this regulation, modify this rule. You are taking this kind of amount of fee. Please reduce it or please increase the fee and all those things. Right. Section 89. Power of controller to make regulations. Power of controller to make regulations. And controller controller in consultation with cyber regulatory committee, controller in consultation with cyber regulatory committee, cyber regulatory committee, as well as with central government, by making notification in official gazette, by making notification in official gazette can make change in maintenance of database, can make change in maintenance of database or data design or any certificate or any certificate or even any rules of public key, private key, or any rules of public key and private key. It is to be noted that both houses of parliament should agree. It is to be noted that both houses of parliament should agree. What is the meaning of this? There is a simple meaning. The meaning says that even the controller can make the changes. Okay. Now these are the very big changes: public key, private key, encryption, and all that, or even the maintenance of database, whatever the data, old data that government has when they issue digital signature, or when they allow some electronic interactions and all those things. Whatever changes are to be made, these are the changes in rules and regulations and in acts, and that's why they say both houses of parliament, okay, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Okay. So, both should agree, and then only these big changes can be. Basic changes they can do at their own level, but when there are big changes are there, which will affect the national and international interests, you have to take permission. Getting it? Yes, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. And I write down last section, section 90. Section 90. Power of state government to make rule. Power of state government to make rule. Write down. State government with notification in official gazette. State government with notification in official gazette can make changes in rules. Can make changes in rules. Regards to electronic format, electronic payment, electronic format, electronic payment. But it has to be passed by House of State Legislature. But it has to be passed by House of State Legislature. House of State Legislation means the house, just like at central government and the state government also we have houses, so it should be passed because you're changing so many rules or you're changing major things which are just applicable within the state, but though they are applicable within the state, what happens over here is any activity or any person do any act under this, they are applicable. Okay, we'll have just 2-3 minutes break. Okay. We have already done the syllabus. Small things are remaining. I will just tell you right now. But before that, we'll have 5 minutes break. Okay. Okay, everyone.
Okay, sir.